Coming up on ATV News, how did you welcome in the Year of the Dragon? We'll show you how international students here on campus came together to celebrate Chinese New Year.
Valentine's Day is coming up and we've got everything you need to know to make your sweetheart swoon.
Students and faculty gather here at the Capitol. Find out why coming up next.
Valentine's Day is coming up and there's nothing more romantic than Aggie sports. 15 guys showed their love for Utah State last week.
The temperatures may be dropping, but soon I'll tell you if there's going to be snow in them thar hills.
Your ATV News. I'm Kelsey Keller.
And I'm Britta Anderson. Utah legislators saw your point of view Friday as students all across the state rallied at the Capitol to make higher education a priority. Brianna Bodley takes us there.
Students climbed Capitol Hill Friday. Brianna Bodley, ATV News.
Organizers plan to keep students involved in the movement all year.
A neighborhood is still in shock after an explosion took the life of a man and his two sons. Josh Powell is believed by authorities to be responsible for the disappearance of his wife, Susan Powell, in 2009. After the court denied him custody of his two sons, authorities believe Powell set in motion a plan to commit a double murder-suicide. When his sons, Charles and Braden, came for a supervised visit Sunday, Powell barred the way of the social worker, locking his children inside. Moments later, the house exploded. Powell had doused the house in gasoline, and autopsies suggest Powell attempted to kill his sons with a hatchet before the explosion.
If you're looking for a way to get your taxes done for free, the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, or VITA program, might have an option for you.
VITA also gives you a chance to get more money back on your tax returns.
I went to their offices to learn more.
VITA is a program that allows low-income families to get free help filing their taxes.
And your taxes are done.
VITA will be offering this service every Monday through Friday until April 12th. You can schedule an appointment to meet with a volunteer by simply calling 211.
When we come back, we'll return to the Capitol and tell you about the latest anti-discrimination bill.
And we'll show you how international students celebrated Chinese New Year.
How do you define discrimination? Well, last weekend the state of Utah did just that when they took another look at their anti-discrimination bill. I found out more about the bill and saw just how people are feeling about it. Utah's anti-discrimination law prohibits discrimination against race, gender, and religion. State Senator Ben McAdams sponsored the bill and says he plans to continue his work in the future and move forward.
It's the Year of the Dragon according to the cycle of animal-based years in Chinese tradition. And the students here at USU made sure it was a celebration to remember.
Chinese New Year, a holiday that is steeped in tradition, yet still looks firmly to the future. Randall Henry, ATV News.
Thanks, Randall. And you know, if you were born in 2012, 2000, 1988, or even 1976, you fall under the Year of the Dragon.
Author Jordan Christie visited Utah State University students. She spoke to students about her book and gave some helpful advice on how to be classy.
Utah State University student.
From Logan, Utah, Courtney Robinson, ATV News.
It looks like a lot of people learned some useful information on how to be classy from Jordan Christie. Thanks, Courtney.
Well, right now, our very own weatherman, Randall Henry, is chilling outside. Randall, how's it feeling out there?
Cold. And let me tell you, that guy over there, he's wearing shorts. I'll let you know if you should be wearing shorts too, right after this.
St. Valentine's Day is drawing near, and the date doctor came to Logan to help you draw nearer to your sweetheart. Ryan Humphreys went to find out how it's done.
Get ready for a fun, entertaining, and meaningful time with the dating doctor.
David Coleman is known around the world as the dating doctor.
Doesn't get better than that.
Now, there's no easy way to find that special someone, but hopefully the dating doctor got some people pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, you know, I wish it was easier. But if you're still unsure about what to give your sweetheart this Valentine's Day, two Logan residents have a warm solution for you, and they're located right here in town. Meredith Kinney is right outside with the scoop. Meredith, what are you wearing?
Oh, well, Britta, I am actually wearing a fox hat right now, and I'm feeling kind of stupid. Do I look as dumb as I think I do?
I think you're looking foxy.
Well, their hats aren't animal-shaped, but they will keep you warm. One Logan couple has taken the winter hats to a whole new level.
Tara and Mitch Duffin run the company Beer Beanies out of their home in North Logan.
That's what we got today.
Well, the hats can be purchased online at beerbeanies.com, and the Duffins said they'll give a discount to Cache Valley residents. At least this hat works in the snow. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Meredith. I might have to get one of those hats for my Valentine. And by the way, after you get that special something for that special someone, you may still feel like there is nothing to do in Logan on that special day. But some students on campus have created a website to help you find local activities to do. Romina Nadakovic surfed the net to find out more.
It only takes a few clicks. Romina Nadakovic, ATV News.
Coming up on ATV News, a community comes to closure in a balloon liftoff for the Powell boys.
And how did you spend Valentine's Day? We'll show you an artistic side of the Day of Romance.
In ATV sports, Stu Morrill says he'd rather be in a dentist chair than in the Spectrum last night. Find out why.
It was boot weather this morning, but in ATV weather, I'll tell you what to put on your feet for the rest of the week.
Welcome to ATV News. I'm Carly Lichty.
And I'm Britta Anderson. The deaths of Charlie and Braden Powell are still deeply affecting many of us here in Logan.
Some community members recently held a gathering to honor the boys and raise awareness on child abuse. Balloons were passed out and speakers were invited to share their thoughts on the two boys and how as community members we can each do our part to prevent acts of violence towards children. One of the great-grandmothers of the boys was there as people gathered to sign a card with their regards to the family. Participants attached notes to balloons and after a moment of silence, released the balloons for Charlie and Braden.
I think it's good for the community.
It just has helped me to come and do this.
While some are finding closure with these events, police say the investigation of what led Josh Powell to an act such as this are still underway.
So maybe you got a box of chocolates yesterday, or flowers, or maybe even jewelry. But have you ever wondered how these different stores prepare for Valentine's Day? Kelsey Keller saw how these stores make the I love yous and be mines possible. Kelsey, what can you tell us?
Hey, Britta, what do you think of these flowers I have here?
Oh, I think they're beautiful. I love purple.
Yeah, purple's a good color. And you know, my Valentine may or may not have given these to me yesterday. It was a very sweet and sappy moment. But the month of February for these stores isn't always sweet and sappy. Sometimes it can be very hectic. Valentine's Day is over. To come along. They let me try one of those chocolates. It was like a truffle mint. It was really good. So, great chocolates over at that Bluebird Chocolate Company.
Oh, I'm definitely jealous. I wish I would have had that story. Well, you know, I don't know what looks better, those chocolates or the flowers you're holding, but I never really thought about all that goes into making the Valentine's sales and gifts.
Instead of snuggling up to a loved one, many people found themselves drawn to the Leonardo Museum in Salt Lake City for Valentine's Day. Romina Nadakovic went down there to check it out.
Valentine crafts of all sorts. Romina Nadakovic, ATV News.
Wow, that looks like a pretty cool place. Thanks, Romina.
Yeah, well, you know what? Speaking of cool places, a new sushi place has opened up in Logan. We've got everything you need to know about where it is and how fishy it might be.
And journalists got a little taste of the Army, all coming up right after this. How are you celebrating Mardi Gras this year? New Orleans' very own Fat Tuesday party came to Logan over the weekend. Courtney Robinson put on her party hat to get the scoop.
Last weekend, Courtney Robinson, ATV News.
That looked like a pretty cool party. I've actually never been to Mardi Gras, so.
Yeah, well, you know, I went to the Mardi Gras party a few years ago, and I just spent the whole time up at the casino. Lost all my chips pretty fast. But USU students are probably still licking their lips after the banquet which was held by the Black Student Union last Friday. Ryan Humphreys grabbed his utensils and shoveled it in.
With plenty of food, Ryan Humphreys, ATV News.
The Black Student Union has been on campus for over 20 years. If you'd like to find out more about them and their events, you can check them out on their Facebook page.
How would you feel if you knew you were eating raw fish? What if it was wrapped up in seaweed? Now you don't have to drive to Salt Lake for this delicacy. Randall Henry bibbed up and tried the new hibachi grill in town.
It's fun to have new things. Randall Henry, ATV News.
Kabuki Sushi definitely brings some diversity to Logan. Thanks, Randall.
Yeah, well, you know, our very own Meredith Kinney is outside right now checking out the weather.
Hey, Britta, I'm out here, and I think this snow could actually keep some of that sushi pretty darn fresh. I will let you know if there's going to be any more coming up on ATV News.
You know, guys, this is a huge game this weekend for USU because it's basically a deciding factor on whether the Aggies are going to be able to compete in the NCAA tournament and the WAC tournament.
Yeah, let's hope the Aggies can keep it together, you know, finish with a winning season.
For real.
Definitely. Well, when we come back, we'll show you how a community is rallying together to help a veteran get back on his feet.
You may know someone who is in active military service for our country. The USU ROTC program trains students to enter active service when they graduate. Brianna Bodley joined the troops in a drill up Green Canyon last Thursday to find out what the training involves. Brianna, what are you doing out there?
I'm taking cover in the bushes. This is something I learned from the ROTC. If bullets are flying, you don't want it to be your body that catches one.
In this battle, our guys won.
Ends, the ROTC keeps right on training. In fact, some cadets will be training in camps across the world. Shooting and ducking will not be something that will be out of the picture.
Right. Thanks, Brianna.
After coming home from serving our country, Corporal Isaac Jensen is still adjusting to life without legs. With new life adjustments ahead of him, his community of friends and neighbors are pulling together to help make life easier for him. I was there in West Point to see it all take place.
One of my buddies opened up a refrigerator. To him, I'm Superman. Well, I have to prove that to him.
Well, thanks for watching ATV News. I'm Carly Lichty.
I'm Britta Anderson.
And I'm Bailey McMurdy. Have a great week, Aggies.